That's thunder! Oh, listen again. It does sound like thunder, doesn't it? I thought it was thunder. Well, it just goes to prove. I don't know exactly what it proves, but it must prove something. Now, there are some of you out there that aren't going to believe this story. You'll say I was drinking. Well, I'm not exactly a man who'd refuse to take a nip now and then with friends. But I swear to you, by old Nicholas Vedder's tombstone, this happened. May I burn in brimstone if a syllable I tell you is a lie. Do you know the Catskills? If you've ever voyaged up the Hudson River, you know the Catskill Mountains. They're way to the west, swelling up to a noble height and lording it over the land below. Every change of season, every change of weather, indeed every hour of the day, makes some magical change in the shape of the Catskills. The good wives, far and near, say they're perfect barometers. When the weather's fair, the Catskills are clothed in blue and purple and print their bold outlines on the clear evening sky. But sometimes, even when the day is cloudless, they will gather a hood of gray vapors about their summits, and in the last rays of the setting sun, glow like a crown of glory.
In a long ramble of the kind on a free autumnal day, Rip had unconsciously scrambled to one of the highest parts of the Catskill Mountains. He was after his favorite sport of squirrel shooting, and the still solitudes had echoed and re-echoed with the report of his gun. Panting and fatigued, he threw himself late in the afternoon on a green knoll covered with mountain herbage that crowned the brow of a precipice. As he was about to descend, he heard a voice from a distance, halloing, "Rip Van Winkle! Rip Van Winkle!" He looked around, but could see nothing but a crow winging its solitary flight across the mountain. He thought his fancy must have deceived him, and turned again to descend, when he heard the same cry ring through the evening air, "Rip Van Winkle! Rip Van Winkle!" On nearer approach he was still more surprised at the singularity of the stranger's appearance. He was a short, square-built old fellow with thick, bushy hair and a grizzled beard. His dress was of the antique Dutch fashion, a cloth jerkin strapped round the waist, several pairs of breeches, the outer one of ample volume decorated with rows of buttons down the side and bunches at the knees. He bore on his shoulder a stout keg that seemed full of liquor, and made signs for Rip to approach and assist him with a load.